Here's an itty bitty end mill. We'll keep that out for now because I've got a whole bunch of those in another box. There's this rod. This threads into something, and it's got a looks like it's got a threaded hole down inside there. I don't know. You hold this in a collet maybe, and then you put something small disc on here. I don't know what that is. And then we got something looks like it's brand new. Either that or you just taped it up in this to keep it safe. Let's see what this is. Well, no, it's definitely not new. It's got chips on it right now. That is a cutter. Ah! I see the slot on the back. I know where that goes. That's what these tangs are on these holders. So that one's a little, maybe not the right size for that, but that's what these are for. So that's a nice assortment there. Found this bracket. It's clearly got a shank on it that looks like maybe that was held in a collet or a chuck on the mill. And then got this Federal indicator, and it's thousandths. Let's get this little secondary dial here so you can go, 100, 200, 300, 400 thousandths. So it seems to work. It's noisy, but I figure that's what the deal was there. Put that up in the mill like that and swing it around maybe and indicate on a surface. And then we got this one here. This was the only other indicator in the cabinet. This is also a Federal indicator. Also appears to be the same type, but this one actually feels a lot smoother. But it doesn't come. Let's see how it kind of. Is that what they call? I wonder if this is what they call a drop indicator, because it doesn't want to come back to the zero unless it's, well, I don't know. Maybe it's just a little gummed up or something. That's just mounted on this hexagonal rod, which is something that was just obviously made from stock. So these three items that were in the cabinet are a mystery to me. They've got really polished mirrored surfaces on the bottom. They almost appear like little pedestals to hold something. I don't know what. They've got what looks like a pretty precisely machined shaft. It's got a flat on one side. It's got a little notch in the end here, and it's got a little hole right there, as if something's supposed to pivot here. And the other thing that's interesting about them is they have a very distinct ring to them. If you can hear that or not. So if anybody wants to venture a guess as to what these are, I'd love to hear it. There's also these two brass gears were in there. They're nicely made. This one has a part number on it, 201006. This one is kind of dirty, so oh yeah, this one's got a part number on it too. Looks like it says SCC 940 something. I mean, I don't know. They're brass. They almost look like they might be from a clock. I don't know. This is the kind of thing that you put these on eBay and you put steampunk in the listing. Somebody would probably buy those. It's a whole weird thing. Then there was this cutter right here, brand new. It's still got that coating on it. That looks like it's got the slots on it. It might fit one of those holders. That's a pretty big cutter right there. And then if that's not big enough, look at this one. This one looks like he actually used. or at least it was used when he got it. It's got a chip on the tooth right there. Got a chip on a couple of the teeth. But that's a hell of a cutter there. Then we got this slotting cutter. This has got, this actually looks like it has maybe, I don't know, first I thought maybe this had carbide tips on it, but no. It might be just steel, high-speed steel also, I don't know. That's for cutting a groove, I would say. And I don't know, that's got a different kind of, this almost looks like it belongs on an arbor for a horizontal milling machine. Here's a little slitting saw. Got the same kind of keyed, different size, I think. Yeah, different size, but again, that's a little slitting saw, and that looks like that has seen better days. That's got not much left on it for teeth. Maybe we'd cut with that. And then here's an even smaller one. Look at how fine the teeth are on that sucker. It's a real little itty bitty one. Well, that one's got a name on it, something. This is the Circular Tool Company Incorporated of Providence, Rhode Island. 40 thousandths high-speed steel. I just brought out a bunch more. Here's another one of these style cutters. Add that to the batch. Ah, yeah, there's a little spiral cutter on, this looks like kind of like an arbor, like I found on the other thing, right? No, this is that other thing. It's a different deal. And now we got a bunch of end mills here. This one, I think this is called a roughing end mill because it's got these serrations in it. It's a 4-flute. Got some chips on the end there. And this one is a Microshield / HP. And then here's a 6-flute. Also chips on the end there. Here's a double 4-fluted end mill. It's a double 2-fluted end mill. And this is a big one here. It's a big sucker. This was in one of those holders. I used the Allen wrench to take it out. And this one's also got some damage on the end there. There's one 4-flute, 4-flute, 6-flute. It also looks kind of torn up there on the edges. Now I wonder if I'm new to this, so I don't know whether or not these are still usable, whether or not you can, you know, use these by cutting along up here. I don't know. Alright, here's the next batch pulled out of the bucket. There's another chewed up end mill. This is kind of neat. This is a little 4-flute end mill in a little extension. That would be good if you could reach down inside. Kind of like those things I bought at the flea market there. There's another one. Good sized end mill. Again, ends are all chipped. Got another little slitting saw here. High speed, the Siemens saw. 2 3/4 by 35 thousandths. There's a 2-flute. Another double end mill. And I think we kind of get the gist of what we got going here. Alright, let's see what we got here. Grabbed a bunch of taps. This is a neat one. Gold colored. I don't know what that is made out of. It's a little dirty, but I don't think this has ever been used. If it has, it hasn't been used much. Don't know what size that tap is. Oh, there it is. I don't have my reading glasses on. I'm not going to bother checking, but there's another one. Also looks brand new. Look how fine the threads are on that puppy. This is a 5/8 inch 40. So is that 5/8 inch 40 threads per inch? Man, that's fine. Here's a 5/8 24. Here's a small one. There may be more in that bucket near the bottom that fell down further. There's a little itty bitty tap. Another double end mill. Countersink. Whoa, what the heck happened there? Jesus. Some sort of a holder. What's the deal with that? That looks like something's supposed to be clamped in that slot. I wonder if this is a circle cutter. In other words, I wonder if there's a part that was supposed to clamp in this, came down there and held the stylus that and this spun around to cut a circle. Bet you that's what that was. Here's what is this? Thought it was a tap. It's got a handle. It's got a square head on it like a tap. It is a tap. 5/8 56. No wonder why I thought it was a flute. The teeth are so fine on that sucker. Man. Got a few of these little metal brushes. These three are stainless steel. Oh, all of these are all stainless steel brushes. These are nice for cleaning chips out of little holes that you drill and stuff. Assuming that's why you had them. This thing, it's old. A little beat. Don't know what this is. So, again, if somebody wants to chime in on this one, that is a good question what that is. That hole has no threads in it. There's no threads here. This obviously threads into something. What the hell is this? And a few drill bits. That's a good looking drill bit right there. Very nice condition. Little bit of damage on the end there. These drill bits look like they're in pretty good shape. Yep. That looks brand new.